The 3 keys to building trust with the Chinese. So what are the keys to building trust with the Chinese?
I think the first one is very easy. Just hang out with them, drinking and eating.
So drinking, I think eating. I think Chinese, they don't like to do like very formal meetings. They like to observe and kind of hang out outside of the business environment. So have a dinner or have a drink. They like to get people drunk to see how you behave, right?
They want to get to know the real you
right
away.
Right away.
Let's not go to an office and put on a mask.
Yeah, let's do that.
Just go and drink and see the real you.
I think so. And they also almost see that when they pour drink to you, that the more you drink, the more respect that you show. Right? If you pour the drink and you don't drink all, that's not very polite.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, can I trust this guy? How come he doesn't drink? It's a little bit of that, right?
I think in China, like if you're late for the dinner, you gotta drink 3 shots before everything starts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like
that's
that.
a rule. Yeah.
So if they are inviting you to dinner and drink, or you're inviting them and they're saying yes, that's a good sign. It means they're willing to spend time with you, right?
For sure.
From there, then you might even golf or other activities, right?
Yeah.
They like to do that.
The thing, you only will have drinking and like eating with your friends. You wouldn't do with just normal people. Right?
Yeah. So first key, I would say, hang out outside the business environment. When they do get into a boardroom and meeting, that's almost the deal is almost you're signing the deal. That's not how business is done. In North America, it's different. North America, we have a lot of meetings in the boardroom, back and forth. And then after we sign a deal, then we go and celebrate. This is the opposite of that.
Yes.
So the culture difference. So that's key number 1.
Yeah.
What's key number 2?
I think key number 2 is you gotta show yourself of your experience or your track record and what kind of things you've done before.
So your track record, lead with your best foot forward, because they don't know you. So then don't be afraid to brag a little bit and demonstrate and showcase your expertise, your track record, because they don't know you, they don't know you enough. If you have you work with certain people, talk about it. If you have years of experience, talk about it. If you have certain credibility or academic, accomplishments.
That's no different than doing business in North America, right?
Yeah.
You have to show people.
Yeah.
Right.
And the Chinese love to work with people who have a lot of achievements.
Yes.
It's almost their own pride as well.
Yes.
That they can show off that, hey, I'm working with this
Yeah,
so-and-so.
yeah.
He's or she has amazing achievement.
Yeah, the guy that I'm working with is like this, and that's part of that too, the status.
Yeah.
So that's key number 2. What about key number 3?
Key number 3 would be they want you to invest in the business as well, which is the one skin in the game.
Yeah. I think Chinese, in general, if they're from China, chances are they've been scammed, they've been lied to one time or another, maybe every single day. That's what they have to deal with. So when they come to North America, they're very skeptical. They don't trust people. So if you're pitching them, let's say an investment deal, you could talk about, oh, it's such a great investment, you get a good return, this and that. If you're just a salesperson and you're just making a commission, they almost look down on you.
Yes.
Right? But if you say it's a good investment, but I got skin in the game, I'm putting in money, then the trust is now they trust you more because you got skin in the game too. They want to see that.
I think Chinese will also want to ask, if you didn't say this, they will ask, so did you invest in this deal?
Yeah. If you're pitching me a gold mine deal,
Exactly.
and such a good gold mine, and just how you don't put money into it, and so but I don't have money to put in. Well, then it's like okay, they don't like to play with people who are just like not at their level, right?
Exactly. They want to play with just the players.
Even though maybe you don't have as much money as they have, but they want to see you take the same amount of risk, right? Let's say they have 10 million. They're putting in 1 million. Well, you have 100K, you put in 10K.
Exactly.
They still want to see a little bit of that, and it gives them comfort, right?
Exactly.
So assuming that they're skeptical, assuming that they don't trust you, you got to start with that. Don't assume that they trust you. No, they don't trust you. They don't know who you are. Demonstrate, show your track record. Definitely show that you know what you're doing. Definitely show that you got skin in the game. And then definitely show that you're willing to invest the time to establish a relationship. Relationship comes first. So don't try to do the business too quick, because if they don't know you, they're skeptical. When you try to push them too fast, too quick, they feel like, oh, is there something wrong? Can I trust this person? I don't know. Now, so that's a long process, knowing it's not so quick. Let me give you maybe a bonus tip of how you accelerate that process, right? And you can also click on the I button here. You'll see in the past video we talk about just how they think and generally how they view a new relationship, right? When they're doing business in North America, you can click it on the I button. So a bonus tip is very simple. Instead of you trying to approach them cold, so if you want to approach, let's say, this person, a boss or a CEO, or a wealthy individual, whatever, instead of you trying to knock on their door and cold call, whatever, see if you find someone that know them personally, that they're personal friends. You get to know that person first and have them make the introduction. That will shortcut the process a lot. Because Chinese is so much about relationship. So if it's you're brought in kind of their circle through a friend, it's much easier. It's 10 times easier versus, hey, I want to do business with you, I want to sell something or whatever. But instead of, hey, you guys go fishing or hiking and you brought a friend along, you guys talk about things and, oh, what do you do? And you just kind of a soft intro. I think that's much, much easier. Now, it might seem like it's a longer path. Like you want to go point A, point B, why do I need to make this such a big circle to that? But in a way, it actually saves you a lot of time. You need to do that. And if you actually know a couple people around the main person, this person introduces you, that person recommends you, and now it's even much easier, right? Yeah, I would say that's the key. So that's the 3 keys to building trust with the Chinese. There are many other keys we'll share with you in the future. Comment below, see what other questions that you might have, ask us. What's been your experience? How do you build a relationship with the Chinese? Maybe you know something that we don't, right? Comment below, click on the subscribe button, turn on notification, click on the bell so you get the new video every single week. We upload a new video every single week. Make sure you don't want to miss anything. Check out the playlist on the left, watch the other videos. Give a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.